Assalamu alaikum. As you know, to strengthen our belief, we're reading the life of our Prophet Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we're going to talk about La ilaha illallah. Before we do, I'd like to read a little bit more from Ethics of Islam about the vice of having disbelief. The second kind of disbelief is disbelief out of obstinacy. That is, kufri juhudi. People who are in this group choose disbelief knowingly, either because they are fond of worldly ranks, or they are haughty, or they are afraid that people may despise them when they convert to a new religion. Let's continue reading about our Prophet Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Our Master Habîb-i Akram, the Honorable Prophet, came to Mecca under the protection of Mut'im bin Adî. He went on inviting the people to the right path. Against this, the polytheists began to practice torture and cruelty more than ever. Upon this, Janâb-i Haqq ordered our Master, the Prophet, to talk with Arab tribes which came to visit the Kâ'ba during the visiting season and invite them to Islam. Our beloved Prophet, upon this order, used to go to Zulmajâz, Ukâz and Majanna bazaars, which were located around Mecca, and invite them to believe in the unity of Allahu and to worship Him. He used to tell them to accept His prophethood and announce that if they accept Janâb-i Haqq, would give them paradise. Unfortunately, none of them would listen to these invitations, which our Master the Prophet made imploringly. Some of them would maltreat him, insult him. Some of them would frown at and speak ill of him. Furthermore, the Quraysh polytheists would follow him and corrupt the tribes he went to. According to the reports of Imam Ahmed Baihaqi, Tabarani, and Ibn Ishaq, Rabi' bin Ahmad narrated that I was young. He had gone to Mina with my father. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would go to places where Arab tribes camped and say, O sons of so-and-so, I am the messenger of Allahu Ta'ala, who orders you to throw away the idols which you worship, to worship Allahu Ta'ala without attributing a partner to Him, to believe and confirm Him, to protect me, and I explain and fulfill the duty which I have been sent. A cross-eyed man with tousled hair was following him and saying, O sons of so-and-so, this person is forbidding you to worship our idols at Lat and Al-Uzza, and he is inviting you to a religion which he made up. Beware, do not listen to him and do not obey him. I asked my father, who is the one following this person? He answered, Abu Lahab, his paternal uncle. Tabarani narrated from Tariq bin Abdullah that I had seen Rasul alayhi wasallam in Zulmajâz bazaar. He was announcing loudly so that people could hear him. O people, say La ilaha illallah. There is no God but Allahu Ta'ala, and be saved. A person followed him, was throwing stones at his feet and saying, O people, do not believe him. Beware of him, because he's a liar. The stones made his blessed feet bleed. However, he was going on with his invitation without being tired or exhausted. They asked, who is this young man? A person answered, a young man with the sons of Abdul Muttalib. When they asked, that person who throws stones, who is he? He replied, his paternal uncle Abu Lahab. Imam al-Bukhari in his book named Tarikh-ul-Kabir and Tabarani in his book named Mujam-ul-Kabir mentioned Mudrik bin Munib narrated from his father and his father narrated from his grandfather that one day he had come to Mina and stopped there temporarily. He met a group of people. A person was telling them, O people, say La ilaha illallah and be saved. Some people around him were spitting at his beautiful face. Some others were throwing earth on his head, and others were cursing him and making him various insults. This continued until noon. Meanwhile, a little girl came with a water pot. When she saw him in this state, she started crying. After that person drank the water, he turned towards the girl and said, "O my daughter, regarding your father, do not be afraid that he will be trapped and killed, or that he will face abasement." We asked, "Who is this person and who is this girl?" They answered, "This is Muhammad from the sons of Abdul Muttalib, and the girl is his daughter Zainab." When we meet again, we'll talk about Majanna. Wa alaikum salam.
Thank you.